In Lesson 10.7, you'll be learning about theoretical and experimental probability. You'll find and compare experimental and theoretical probabilities, and you'll also predict the actions of a larger group. Remember that the essential question for Chapter 10 is, how are statistics used to draw inferences about and compare populations? You have 3 vocabulary words for Lesson 10.7. On the bottom of page 477, you have example 1. And we have a table that shows the results of an experiment where a cube was rolled. And we know that a cube, a typical dice, has 6 sides, and so there's 6 outcomes. And here they recorded the outcome of this experiment right here with tally marks, and then counted the frequency with a number. And when we're finding the experimental probability, we're finding out what actually happened during the experiment, whereas the theoretical probability is saying what should happen when we're rolling that dice. So for the got it problem number 1 at the bottom of page 477, what's the experimental of rolling a 4 on the experiment above? Well, the 4 was rolled 8 times out of 29 total rolls. 8 divided by 29 is 28%. How did that compare to the theoretical probability? Well, there's only one 4 on the dice, and there's 6 total sides. So 1 out of 6 is 17%. So how did this compare, the theoretical probability compare to the experimental? Over here on the right, rolling a 4 in the experiment occurred more often. Moving on to page 478. At the top of the page we have another probability question, but this time we're going to expand what we know to a larger population. This table shows what 200 teens responded as, so we're going to use that information to predict how 450 kids or teens might respond. So we're looking at who said listen to music over the total number to get a ratio there, and then we're going to use a proportion to find out how many out of 450. So we get back to that part, whole, and then percent over 100 that we've talked about before. And we can use that proportion to estimate for a larger population. On number 2, got it, it says, how many would you expect to say that they liked writing or drawing if we surveyed 450 kids? Well, we're going to start with what we know, that 10 kids said that they would like writing or drawing out of the 200 surveyed. So how many people would like writing and drawing out of 450? Okay, remember that when you're solving proportions, you can do them with a calculator or you can do them mentally. In this case, if I cancel out a common 0 here, I see 20 to 450. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 450 divided by 20 and get 22.5. Okay, I would have gotten the same answer if I would have taken 10 times 450 divided by 200, 22.5. And so it's asking for the percent that would like writing or drawing, and we would say that that's 22.5%. Theoretical and experimental probability are pretty straightforward. Please let me know if you have any questions.